Okay, I think we're recording. Okay. Let me set this up. Okay, welcome. So today's the 17th, about halfway done the month. I'm going to start off with some recognition. Again, I feel like I say this like every single week. Success leaves clues. There's a reason you guys are on here. It's awesome. You guys are the ones with Success Club points. So I have a new coach who's a business builder this week. Her name's Heather. She's awesome. I don't know who else. Either of you guys have any new business builders this week?
I was talking to one tonight, so hopefully I sent her the link, so we'll see what comes of that.
Awesome.
But she would like to do that, yeah.
That's awesome. So Kelly, you have 3 Success Club points right now. You just need one more challenge pack to
I know.
You got it. So you can get your free ticket to Summit. I know you'll get there. And then Samantha, you have 2, so you just need to help 1.5 people. And then also Kelly, I like to do this too. You know, we talk about emerald and then we kind of just talk about diamond. We don't really talk about anything in the middle, or, you know, not that it's a long stretch to get to diamond by any means, because people do it in, a couple of weeks, but there are no milestones really in between. Getting to ruby is really difficult because the emeralds always come last in getting to diamond. So I like to recognize where you're at. So you're at emerald +2 and Tanya's at emerald +3 with the counting active coaches. I didn't count inactive coaches. So it's just a benchmark on how to get to the to diamond, which is obviously most people's goal. So that's it. I haven't done the board for this week yet, but it's looking pretty good. So I'll do that tomorrow to post on our wall. And I like doing the monthly board, like our, I don't know what a recognition board or whatever it's called, and tagging you guys in it. And feel free to tag your coaches or whatever you want, because, that's just one easy way to get a coaching post out there, because people are like, "Ooh, you're being recognized for something? What is that? It's so fun." Okay. So just some tips here. Next week, we're not going to do a call. I know I'm already I don't even celebrate Christmas and I'm already crazy busy. So no call next week, but if you guys have any questions, message me. I'm off from Thursday on. So, I'm still working. I know no one will want to do it around that time. So that's fine. And you can still schedule one-on-one calls with me and stuff. And then yes, we will have a call the next week. New Year's Eve is the Thursday. So we'll do it on Wednesday, because I think we have a better chance of more people coming. I know this time of year is crazy, but we'll do it the 30th, 8:30 also, if that works for people. And so also my next challenge group is scheduled for January 4th, which I'm sure is when the whole world's doing their challenge groups, but it's the first Monday of the year. I've been toying around and kind of wanted to talk to you guys and see what you wanted to do. If you want to do a giant group one, and maybe I'll just post the morning post or something. And I don't want to do a schedule, because that gets crazy. It didn't really work last time, but we all just post in it all the time and have it be super massive and really high energy, because I know it's going to be high energy this time of year. But we can talk about it if you guys want to do that. I'm totally open for that. I'm doing the hammer and chisel right now, so it's fun. I don't know. We get different points of views and stuff. I like doing them every once in a while, especially for this one. It's just going to be I know it's going to be so big. I'm going to start preseason on the Monday, and I'm going to do a week of preseason, because even though we're talking to people now, a lot of people still won't buy until January 1st or 2nd. And you're like, oh, okay, well, you're not going to have your product for the new year. So we'll start preseason the 4th and, start real time on the next Monday and give people a little more time to get their product in. Any thoughts or any questions on any of those?
I love the idea of doing the world's most massive challenge group. I do. I think normally I actually don't like big challenge groups, but I think the energy is, if we have use Postcrone to do all the morning posts, I'd even volunteer to set that up for the whole 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. And then everyone just posts throughout the day.
Right. Every food picture, every workout picture, anything they think of it. It doesn't have to be you do this, I do this, whatever we can add to it, the better, the more the better. So they're getting crazy notifications. A side note, I don't know if you guys were on Tuesday's call for Team Positude, but it was about challenge groups. And I took a lot of notes, but I took a couple away and used them like instantly. So literally after we got off that call, I did a post in my group about people's why. And like I have a lot of repeat customers in this one, but I've done posts about that and I've never gotten any like response. I am sharing my computer. How do I oh no, don't see all my good stuff. I want to just look quickly. I won't show you like whatever they said or anything, but it wasn't that exciting of a post. I didn't think, but it got a ton of response. And I think because I tagged every single customer in it, because I'm like, I'm sick of people not commenting on things and not doing anything. So I tagged everyone in it. I was like, this is an important post to me. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, it went weird for a second. It was an important post to me. It's taking so long because I have like 14 browsers open. Basically, I just asked them about their why. I said, I want to know why you're doing this. Like, you've all reached out to me. Why is no one posting in here? Oh, you guys are in it. Yeah, silly me. Sorry. And I just realized that when I opened it up. But it was the first one that people engaged in, right? I'm not sure why that one was so much more. There are a million reasons why, but it could be. But I was just like, guys, just tell me straight up, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? Because, for me, like, people are always, when they say like, I want to be healthy for my kids, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, totally. I totally do too. But that's not really the reason why I'm doing this program right now. Like, I'm going to be in a bathing suit in like 86 days, and I need to look like I didn't just like come out of New Hampshire in the middle of winter. So, that's the stuff I want to hear so that I can remind them, hey, where have you been last week? You told me you wanted to look good in a bathing suit in 90 days, or you told me you had a holiday party you wanted to go to, that I just like to know that stuff. So I took that away from the call. I thought it was a great call on Tuesday. Did you guys have any takeaways or any thoughts on that call?
I did today. The peak and the pit, she talked about that the other day, and I had several comment on that first time ever that
That's
they've
a good
really
one.
engaged. Yeah. So that was good. Yeah.
That is a good idea. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And it's when, like, as she said, we're not alone. Like, Nikki even canceled the group this month. Like, it's slow. It's how it is. Like, people are trying their best, and, it's all right. As long as they're just, I even say, like, as long as they do something, like, even if they're doing 50%, if 50%, if they're used to doing 0% this time of year, 50% is so much better, so at least they'll have not the giant weight gain that they're used to having or something. But, so that's it. So my next challenge group is January 4th. And then, excuse me, I didn't put this on here, but in our leadership group, I posted about that kind of like accelerated Smart Start group I'm doing, which we'll talk about that in a second when I get to the meat of our project. But okay, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. I wasn't sure who was going to be on the call, but I wanted to talk to you about how to lead a successful team. So, coaches ebb and flow. Sometimes they're, into it. Sometimes they're not. Certain people have passions and goals and whys bigger than others. And, some people don't. Obviously this is just for the business builders that you're adding to like your team page and stuff. So, these are just a few things that I thought of, and then we'll talk about like the actual how-to. So, I always say, or someone, I didn't create this, but someone said the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. And this is so, so true. You will never have a coach, rarely have a coach hit Success Club more than you. You will rarely, literally, Kelly, you got like 13 crazy points last month. That was awesome. You beat everyone. But like consistently, if you hit 13, every month, your coaches will see that as the norm and be like, okay, now I have to hit it. You know what I mean? If you're hitting 0, your coaches will see that as the norm and see it not as a priority, and they won't hit it. So, I hit between 5 and 10 every month, but I'm at, Success Club for 13 months right now. So I'm hoping that my coaches will see how important it is. I'm actually doing a call on Team Positude next month about Success Club All-Stars and the importance of it, because it's truly the most important thing, especially when you really start, once you hit diamond and once you really start building your team and pushing for elite and all these big goals, you'll realize the importance of Success Club and how if you aren't hitting it, your coaches won't see the value in it either. I can even tell, like, myself, I'm, been slacking in personal development, like, so bad. I have a book sitting on my desk, on my nightstand that I was doing so good for a couple months and I was feeling so good about myself. And now, I'm just, excuse city. So, but then I get all my coaches coming to me being like, I need personal development help. Like, what should I read? And I'm like, oh crap. Like, it's not even like I'm doing anything different, but it's just how it works. I don't know the science behind it. I'm all about the book, The Secret. So, I think it has a lot to do with that, but, they just know, what I mean? Like, they follow us. So, whatever you set for the standard, let me explain one more thing. Whatever you set for the standard is how they will see it. So Nikki Goss is one of my success partners, right? She just hit 5-star today, official. So she's been a coach since February, right? I've been a coach for 1.5 years and I'm at 1 star. Nothing different. I mean, she hit it because she had no choice in her family life. She had to hit it because she needed a certain income to quit her job to send her kid to kindergarten for the first day of school. But which is also why she has had a girl hit diamond in 23 days, a girl hit diamond in 41 days. Like, she's crazy records because she's setting crazy records. So it's just amazing to see, success breeds success. Like, it just goes with how she's been doing things. And she leads by example. We all do, I think it's part of it. So, posting on social media, doing your workouts, doing the 3 vital behaviors, hitting Success Club, being positive. One of the most important things that I think Nikki Johnson does, which is obviously where I learned everything, is staying positive. So, not a single person in our team page or on our team even bitched about the shipping issues. No, I didn't hear it once. And I was like, oh my God, I am so lucky. And then I was like, no, it's not lucky. It's because it's just not going to happen. Like, if you have an issue, talk to me, talk to Nikki. We'll figure out an issue. We'll figure out a plan. But it just wasn't a problem. And I was so proud of, and I was so proud of that. By leading by example. And I try to keep things positive. And obviously, things are hard. This time of year is hard. It's cold. There are excuse cities. But even just on your Facebook pages and leading by example with the positivity, I think is super, super important to have and keep a successful team. I think when the negativity sets in and people don't see us as a beacon of light, then they kind of tend to fall off and are like, oh, if Katie's successful and she's all bitching about yada yada, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get to her place and be what's the word? Compare. No, I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. But you don't want to be like bitchy by the time you're at a certain level just because you're dealing with more shipments or anything. No, it happens. Like, we're business owners. One quick thing with that. So I still got to stop pressing that button. I'm trying to get rid of something here. So we're business owners, right? The problems happen. It's a business, whatever. It's not the end of the world. The customers got emails about it. And when they asked me about it, I was like, tell me when it comes in. And if it does, use BOD when you're waiting for it. Here's how I can help you with your meal plan. Work through it with them. Don't be like, well, call me in 3 weeks when you get your package, and then you're going to get another one 2 weeks later, But my day job, I know this is being recorded, but my day job, we deal with we pay, we send out money to certain people. And one of my people that was waiting on money hadn't received it, and it had been 3 months. And he was supposed to receive it within 30 days. And I emailed every single day trying to get him his money, and nothing could happen for it. No one was helping him. So I sent my boss, the director of the company, an email saying, hey, can we send him a gift card or an apology note or anything? Because this is ridiculous and it's Christmas time and the poor guy needs his money. And she goes, oh, that it's not our fault. It's not something we do. And like my heart sank, and I was like, that is the reason I'm quitting this job, because that is, who says that? And then I was thinking, okay, so that's kind of like Beachbody. If I just said to my customer, oh, I'm sorry, we don't do the shipping. It's not my job to deal with the shipping. What? Are you kidding me? No. I've sent out gift cards for mix-ups before, or like, you know, I was even going to send this girl a couple packets of Shakeology because she ended up getting her box in a couple of days. You know, whatever. It's a part of the business expense. So that was a little side tangent, but I just thought that was important to think like that we're doing the right thing for people. It's not always about the money. It's doing the right thing, because these people just want to get started. And when you're, you know, on a high and ready to start something, that's what they want to do. So just again, leading by example. Sorry. Do you guys hear like a beeping or anything? Oh well. Sorry, I'm so like. Okay, so the next one is stay consistent. This is super important to do. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice right now, like as we speak, I think. Staying consistent is super important. What we need to do, it's with everything. It's kind of like leading by example, but it's consistency. This time of year especially is important to be consistent. When you're leading a team, when you're leading your challengers, it's so easy for us to fall off. But if we're supposed to be a role model for these people, customers or coaches, it's important for us to stay consistent. So when I'm not sure if you guys both have your team page set up, but I started mine when I just had 2 coaches. One of them isn't a coach anymore, and one of them is about to not be a coach anymore. I started in like June 1st, and I opened my page like July 15th, right after I hit Emerald. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll start adding people to it, and I'll start talking. And, you know, I mean, even these days, some people don't comment or like or listen to my post, but I'm like, I'm going to stay consistent with it. I will post in the group every single weekday. That's my personal like thing. I post in my group every single weekday. I try to on the weekends if I like. It's usually a video because I have more time, but that's what I try to do. Even if it's just, oh, here's today's call or something, but or a piece of a tip or a video that I saw or something like that. So I highly recommend, if you haven't started your own team page. Mine was called Katie's PS Coaches for a year until I came up with Team F.L.Y. Nothing had really struck me hard enough. And then I was like, oh, once I found this, I really liked it. And so anyway, so whatever, I just opened up a team page. That's when this next part comes in, is the be confident. So my success partner, Jenny, is always like, you run such an amazing team. Like, you're so awesome, blah, blah. And like everyone tells me about like how great I am. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Like me? No, I'm like, we're all at the same place. Like, what are you talking about? But I think I like exude and am confident in our team because we're awesome. But like the way I talk about it, I'm confident. So I said like about our team party that we had here the other night. I was like, I'm so excited to have some of my teammates over. Like, it's going to be a fun night. You know how many people were here? 2. They were my team, but it was only 2 people. But, you know, I wasn't lying it wasn't trying to be deceitful. We had 2 bottles of champagne. Like, I wasn't lying. But you know what I mean? It's just like that confidence that start a team page, start weekly calls, you know, especially when you get the business builders. I can't tell you how many weeks my team calls were either just Samantha or Samantha and one other coach that was deciding to be a business builder that week, or just myself. And on those times where it is just yourself, and it's okay if you don't have any strong business builders right now, or you have weeks that no one shows up to your calls. I mean, there were calls that I've had 15 people on, and, you know, this time of year we're down to 3. Even Nikki's calls, she's had calls where there are like 100 people on, and last week is down to like 25, something like the week before is down to like 25. So it's totally fine. If you have a time where there's a team call scheduled and no one shows up, just do a recording, do this, but just talk to yourself. And, you know, you could do a training on what Success Club is, or what your workout program is, anything. You know, you can do a couple 3-minute videos and call it a night. It's just set up the consistency and be confident in it, and just keep going and know that it will happen over time. It does take a little bit, like, and it's not always perfect for anyone. I'm not sure. I think Nikki posted it. We have a personally sponsored coach page that we're in Nikki's, and she posted in it the other day that she was really upset because she missed a goal, and she's been so depressed and down on herself. And the only reason I say that is because I could tell from her, like, we weren't getting like the same vibes from her, because her girlfriend hit 15 stars and she didn't. And so just keep in mind that even if you don't hit, like, it happened to me too. When I missed 1 star I was in 1 star qualifying for 5 weeks. On the 6th week, I dropped back down to diamond, and then had to go back up for another whole 6 weeks. And I can't even tell you, I could tell in my team page, I could tell in my, like, everything. I was like a hot mess because I should have been confident of where I was. Anyways, I made the right decision for my business. I hit all stars. I just wasn't proud of those things because I missed this goal, and that's what affected me. But it had nothing to do with my team, and they weren't, I didn't need to take it out on them. Like, I don't know if that sounds right, but, like, I didn't need to feel negative and put that out in the group. So I think the confidence is huge. Like I say, we're number like 2,200 in the company right now out of 400,000, which is pretty awesome. Though when I look at my peers, most of them are like in the 1,000 to 500 category. So I look at myself and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm only 2,200. My goal was to be in the top 500 this year. Didn't happen. But then I'm like, wait, there are 398,000 coaches that aren't where we are. So that's pretty awesome. So no matter what the haters say, someone said to me the other day, wait, that must mean there are a lot of coaches doing really bad. And I was like, you could have just said, I'm doing good, but okay. Thank you, hater. All right. Next one is ask for help. So when I came home from Summit, if you guys go to Summit, it's literally like the best experience. I couldn't understand why people kept saying it was so good and so good for your business. Before I went. But when I got to go, it was just amazing. So when I got back, I was inundated with messages and people wanting to join my team and wanting to do everything. I mean, I've never been so like, holy crap, what just happened to me? All right. And I was like nervous, and it was a lot for me to handle. And, with success comes a lot of responsibility. So I was like, oh crap, what am I going to do? So I asked for help. I have that leadership page right now that I just set up. That's me asking for help. I'm going to be posting things in there that I need help with, because we're all leaders here that are leading teams that are getting bigger. So like I asked about some brainstorming ideas, little things like that. Nikki the other day, she's been asking us to do team calls for her. What did she ask us the other day? To post like the national wake up call, and we're going to do something like that in her team page. It's just a lot when you're running a bigger team and you're, answering questions and just stepping up as a leader. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to delegate things. I don't know if you guys get Darren Daly on your email address. Darren Hardy. He's a personal development guy, and he is amazing. He's like my favorite. We got to listen to him. He talked to some Beachbody coaches a few months ago. It was one of the Success Club prizes, and he sends out like a 3 to 4 minute video every single weekday morning, and I love them. I listen to him every single day. I don't think I've ever missed one. That's not true. I probably missed some, but I try to listen to him every single day. And he did one the other day about delegating. And then he said, stop, think of something that's too much for you on your plate and delegate it. And so I was like, but he said, when you're delegating, set like how you want it done. So he's like, if you want it highlighted in yellow instead of green, make sure you tell them you want it highlighted in green, or whatever it is you could delegate. So, if you, especially with running challenge groups, like it is so awesome when you have a new coach or even someone, on the brink of wanting to be a real like business builder, ask them to step up in your challenge group and be like, hey, if you've been thinking about it, this is what it's like. Do you want to do a couple posts? I always have my new coaches do a couple posts a week for me. Not only is that helping me, but it's also getting them used to it, and getting them, in charge, and people like to feel important and praised and all that. So the next one is to recognize others. Honestly, I think this is probably the most important one, whether it's recognition for weight loss, for commitment, for Success Club points, for anything, for having a good day, for getting out of bed. I don't care what it is. I mean, we all have stuff going on, and any sort of recognition people thrive for, no matter what their gem color is. I know we'll talk about that too, but recognition is just so important. It makes you feel better, and it makes other people feel better. That's why I do the team board. I mean, I know personally I love looking out for Nikki's team leaders board because, well, mainly when I'm on the top. If I didn't quite make it, then I'm like, I can wait a few more days. But hi. But for the so recognition, there's the leaderboards, there's shout out to your challengers, shout out, especially if they're discount coach challengers. You can, just be like, hey, great job, on your no drinking Diet Coke for a week, whatever the thing is. It doesn't have to be these monumental congratulations on hitting this rank and yada yada. No, little things are what matters. And even like private recognition too, depending on their gem. Some people like private recognitions, and some people like public recognitions. So if you can even just shout them out in your challenge group if they're challengers, or in your team page, or on your wall, or on their wall, or in a private message, and just be like, hey, I just want to let you know your consistency this week has been awesome. Like, great job getting 4 workouts done. I'm super proud of you. Nothing like not asking, 10 more minutes. Okay. Not saying send them like a gift card, nothing. It doesn't have to be as crazy like that. It can just be as simple as that great job. Like, that's literally all people want to hear. So, so just keep that in mind. I think those are the main points that I could think of. Do you guys, Sam, do you have any other things that you can think of for leading a successful team?
The one piece of advice that I wish I had followed, it was given to me, I just chose not to follow it, was I don't know how to phrase it. Do it before you think you should do it. Like I would not do a leadership board because I would see Nikki Johnson's leadership board with 82 people on it, and I've got 1, maybe 2. Or your team calls, if you have a half a business builder, you two can connect. That's okay. Or I've been a coach since January, and I've been Emerald since March. I still have calls every once in a while. I've only had 2 calls in the last 6 months where no one showed up. Okay. I still was there, still hanging out on my Zoom, waiting for someone to show up, doing something. Just do it before you think you're ready, because depending on what kind of a person you are, I know I'm the kind of person, I'll never think I'm there. I could be number 2 in the company, and I'll feel like number 2,000, number 10,000. I'm not a very confident person, so you just have to do the actions that a confident person would do. It's kind of fake it till you make it. I need to be confident for my team because I am proud of my team. I know they're doing an awesome job, and they're changing lives, and they're being successful. And, my lack of confidence should not impede them, because it will. If I'm not confident, they're not going to be confident. If they're not confident, they're not going to be successful. So you really have to kind of go at a faster pace than your mind is really going. There isn't too much that you can do in terms of all these things that you put on the board. Lindsay Matway does a great video on how when she was, I don't even think she was diamond yet, when she was just an emerald, she was felt deep in her core that she was a 10-star diamond. And she acted like she was a 10-star diamond. She talked like it. She wasn't fake, but it's just that. Yeah, you have to be that confident, and that'll help. And I'm, not perfect at this. I'm not saying it because I've overcome it, but something I work on. But that would be my advice, would be just, do more than you think. Like, definitely you should have a team page, because Kelly, you were like kicking butt and taking names, and you absolutely should have a team page. Don't worry about the name.
Yeah, and they say, what is it? Done is better than perfect, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are there any other questions? Oh, was this little block thing blocking you guys the whole time? I didn't realize. I forgot you guys could see my screen. Sorry.
What block thing?
You guys can't see the pictures of you guys?
We can see it on our side, but I can move
Right.
it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's good. Sorry, anyways. Any questions or comments? I do have one other little thing. Two little things, actually. But is there anything, Kelly, that you can think of?
No, I don't think so.
The last thing, I was just looking up quotes, things about my multi-level marketing today. And this is what I was thinking. Some people want it to happen. Some people wish it will. And others make it happen. I can't tell you how many times I hear people say, I want this so bad. I want to quit my day job so bad. I want to lose 40 pounds so bad. I want to be debt free so badly. I want to whatever. Stop wanting it. Just do it. Right. So that was kind of just a little reminder to myself, because that's how I feel. Like, I don't care how badly you want it. Nikki Goss always says to me, the ones who say, I want it, I want to be diamond, are the ones that take the longest. The ones that just do it on your back. You're like, all right, done. Like, that came out of nowhere. You're like, exactly. You just did it, So I just really like that. I'm going to stop sharing quickly. The last thing I had was that group that I was talking about. It's called, I'll add you guys to it. It's not finished yet, so I might wait till it's finished. But it's called like the Smart Start Training for Team F.L.Y. or something. It's basically what I kind of wish I had at the very beginning when I started. So like how to set up your EFT, how to navigate the back office. I didn't know about Success Starters when I started. It could have been something that I just missed or just wasn't told to me. I'm not sure. And so I had no idea that month I got, I don't know, whatever happened, which month I got and which month I did it, but I missed it one month. And then my success partner, Jenny, got a free ticket to Summit. And I was like, how'd you get that? No, she's like, oh, I got Success Club 3 months. And I was like, oh, I didn't get that. It could have just been something I missed. So this is like all those things that like you wish you had, like, oh, everything. Like, I mean, my first check I got was, my first paycheck was an actual check. And I was like, why is it $2.50 less? And I was like, didn't know that either. So if you guys think of anything that was like, you wish you had known when you started, and it's not any coaches above us fault, I could have completely missed a post in their training, and who knows, like there are a million things, and it's also what we teach ourselves. So this is just, people are going to be able to go in here. It should, they're probably going to be like 10 to 15 tips, I'm calling them. They can look back at each one. If they forget how to do it, it's not going to be about posting. It's going to be like, hey, you got a brand new coach who wants to start, before they start the training, before you have maybe after you have your GSR call, whatever, just send them right in there, add them to the group, say, do these 10 steps. When you're done, we'll move on from there. And you'll see how serious they are. So I thought that was a really good thing. I'm an Emerald personality, so it works for me. We'll still do the light and fluffy work. The reason I haven't done a training, we're working on something. I don't know what stage it's at right now, but a team-wide training. So I'll get back to you guys on that. But I'm hoping to finish that Smart Start training for tomorrow. Or I'll finish it tomorrow. So that's all I have. If you guys have anything, let me know. I know you're pushing so hard for Success Club. All I can say is get it done as soon as you can. Pretend that the end of the month is the 23rd, because it pretty much is. Mm-hmm. Just keep that in mind. January will come full force, and it's fun, and it's an amazing month. But the next couple weeks are tough. I mean, I can't even explain why. I don't know why I'm busy. Like, I don't get it, why I'm so busy right now. But people's day jobs are picking up, vacations are coming up. Like, so just if you want Success Club this month, put it in your head that the 23rd is the last day to get it, because no one's working the 24th or 25th, and they're definitely not thinking about buying a challenge pack. So I like to use the thing like, hey, we're, if you want to start with us on the 4th, definitely order by this date. You may get it in time. Just say something like that. So at least they have a sense of urgency. We tell them that our group is going to be super big because it is the 4th, it's the first of the year, and that you're only taking 3 spots, or however you want to swing that. So since I won't see you guys next week, have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I will see you before New Year, so I won't say Happy New Year. And that one, we're going to talk about goals and goal setting and dream boards and stuff like that for 2016. So that'll be a fun one. But if you have any questions, post them in the group or message me. And that's pretty much all I got.
All right. I'm so glad I was able to make it.
Me too. Thank you. And congrats on your call again with Carl.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congrats. That's very exciting.
All right. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye.